Rick, thanks for joining us this afternoon.
Absolutely, Vicki. How you been?
Been doing real well. I know you're a busy fella.
And got a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. So I just wanted to sit down with you, ask you a couple questions.
Okay.
First being, how did you even find out about us? How did we fit into your renovation that you're looking to do here at Binions?
Well, here at Binions Gambling Hall, we've been doing small upgrades throughout the property. And in this room itself that we're sitting in, we upgraded this room. It used to be a poker room, and we made it into a slot arena. And in this room, we had to do a raised floor, and we were looking for a product that would raise the floor approximately 6 inches. We found a product. It works great. What we learned about the raised floor was how easy the wiring goes underneath and how easy it is to move games and how clean it looks. Our general manager and owner loved the look. We wanted to take it through our casino floor. So we needed a product that we could put on our casino floor that minimized our downtime, that maximized our profitability time, but also was easy to work with. Yours, we needed something that was reliable, something that was dependable, something that went together easy. Yours goes together like a Lego set. I mean, it snaps right together, super, and it only gets us 1.5 inches off the floor, and that's exactly what we wanted. Out on the main casino floors here at Binions, we have limited ceiling height, so we need to make sure that we could get the elevation on a raised floor to get the wiring and everything we needed to under it without restricting me for slot machine placement and locations.
Right.
Our slot machines are getting taller as we're getting, as the years go on, they're just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So your product has enabled us to put it on the floor very quickly. It's extremely solid and durable. As a matter of fact, I believe the PSI rating on your floor is actually stronger than most of the competitors that we looked out there. I know a couple of them downtown have other competitors of your product, and they've all come in and looked at this and have said, wow. So
that's great.
We're excited to share that.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
absolutely.
you. Thank you. And so what you've seen too from the more traditional floor that you've done first in this space versus what you're doing now in the rest of the casino, big differences with the 6 inch, you had to run all your cables underneath. And now you can get so short or shallow of 1.5 inches, but you run all your cables between panels.
Correct.
So that's what enables us to get so low.
Absolutely. So you actually have these formed channels that will allow us to run power and data separately without getting them colluded underneath. The solution that we use in this room wouldn't work for the casino floor because I don't have the ceiling height. So we needed a solution that allowed me minimal vertical movement, but allowed me to access and get cables, power, low voltage to all the games and to the destinations.
So like in this room, you're at what height and what did you?
We're at 6 inches in this room.
Ah.
And on the main casino floor, we're going to 1.5, 1.6 inches, I believe is what your product calls for.
That's a big difference.
It's a huge difference. And when my ceiling heights are only 8.5 feet on the casino floor, going up 6 inches really limits what games I can put and where I can place them and market those games. As you're looking around the room where we're at, you see a lot of the games have toppers on them. They're tall, they're big. That's what we have to have. The toppers integrate to the games nowadays. It's not like the old days where we just had some low slant top games. And that's really what I'd like to talk to you about, because your product that we're using on the main casino floor has exceeded every one of our expectations. I look at a lot of different projects, a lot of raised floors I've done in the past, and some of our competitors have, and it reminds me of the old erector sets when I was a kid. They had all the metal pieces, the metal screws, the metal washers, the metal nuts, and they all have to go together just right. Yours was kind of like today's technology with big mega Lego blocks, and they just sit on the floor and it goes. The time that we're saving assembling this floor with your team versus what we would have done using a potential competitor's floor or a different brand has saved us many man hours. And that's a huge benefit to us. As we walked the floor earlier, you see how we can only take out so many feet of the floor. We try to take out between 1,700 and 2,000 square feet a day for your team, for my team. We're currently doing approximately 25,000 square feet here at this casino with carpet and raised flooring. That adds a lot of days to the project, but when you add in floor prep time, you add carpet subcontractors in, you guys as subcontractors in, and then any other electricians and floor prep that we have to do internally, it builds out a full day very quickly. And then not to mention the slot guys that I know they have to move all the slot machines
exactly.
and put them all back.
Yeah.
Because we are talking displacing revenue. So at the end of the day, it's a casino. It's all about revenue per square foot.
So your downtime is extremely important.
Yeah, well,
Extremely.
that we minimize it as much as we possibly can,
yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
And your product has allowed us to do that. I mean, it is just, you guys are right on our heels. We can do more, we can do more, we can do more, and that's great, but sometimes we got to be like, that's great, you can do more, but we can't.
Yeah.
So we have to stop that process and we just slow it down a little bit.
So
But-
staying in step with what
Absolutely,
you have.
and and your team that you have here, the men that you brought in, have been phenomenal since day one. Extremely flexible. As we talked a while ago on the phone, our schedule is fluid.
Yes.
You know, it's we're in the same canoe, we're on the same river, but other than that, there's no other similarities. And that's what you guys have been very adaptive. We've had to change things on the fly. We've had to rework corners. We've had to rework slopes and angles, and it's been a blessing to have a crew like yours to work with our team that just works hand in hand.
Well, that's great to hear,
Yeah.
because that's, you start off with a basic design and a concept, and no matter how many times we meet or talk, it's not till you get out into the field to see really what those conditions are. And once you guys had that carpet pulled up, we saw what those conditions
Yeah.
were. They were a little rough.
Yeah, Walker duct, it's been in there for 50 years, and it's come to the top, and we had to sand it and chisel it and break it out. I mean, they put quite a few bags of concrete into the floor today to fix it.
Oh yeah, the difference in a few hours that I saw,
Yeah.
a big difference, and much appreciated.
Oh, absolutely. Well,
Much appreciated.
we know that your product sits right on top of there, and because it's a molded product, it sits right on top. It's not one with legs. I mean, you do have other ones that can go higher and stuff, but with our application, with what we're looking for, whatever the floor integrity was would just transfer 1.6 inches higher, and then the carpet would lay over that. So we wanted to take the opportunity to improve the floor conditions while we had the downtime.
Yeah, that was a great thing to do.
Yeah, but
Great
then
thing.
you guys roll out your foam, so you got a little bit of absorbent there in the foam on your underlaying. Then your pieces sit on top of it, and then we have carpet and padding that go on top of that. So it doesn't have to be perfectly smooth, perfectly flat, which is nice. When we first were talking about bringing your product in and looking at it, we're a little nervous, and I think you were too. It's not a brand new warehouse, and from what I understand now, even brand new warehouses aren't smooth and flat anymore either.
No, they're not. We've seen them. It just depends on really the workmanship
Right.
of the firm doing the concrete on what it is. But we just want to thank you very much for giving us the opportunity to come in.
Absolutely.
And wherever we can help you moving forward, we'd love to.
Yeah, like I said, this was very introductory to us, so we got that. We have a couple other properties that we own, and we're aggressively looking at incorporating your property to those as well, and we want to get the communication piece out there for you, because by far it's some of the best product that we've utilized. My team loves working with it. It's easy, it's light, it's not labor intensive.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, and the ramps that we did, we went overboard on the ramps, but we did that scale of 1 to 40 on the ramps. And you barely notice a transition between a concrete floor and the raised floor.
And what do you think this is going to give all your guests?
Well, one of the greatest opportunities it's going to give the guests is we move a lot of games here, and it's going to decrease that downtime when I take a game and I move it over here, because now I don't have to deal with pulling power through ceilings and other infrastructure there, where we as slot department, we can just pull up a floor tile, a carpet tile, pull that over, pull it up in the bank and go. It's just going to minimize our downtime and maximize our uptime. And when you're looking at a casino, it's all about games live and revenue per square foot.
Yep.
So that's one of the biggest things. It's going to allow me to get games on the floor quicker and in a more ready fashion for our customers.
I know we've been involved with other industries where people have conveyed about the importance of mission critical, no downtime, and we've seen that in a lot of like data centers or healthcare operations. I think probably a lot of people don't understand the value of minimizing your downtime as well for your clients to meet their expectations.
Yeah, that's a great point. It was funny when your foreman came in and your leads came in and met with me very first day. My main priority, no toe kicks. When a customer's walking across the floor, they can't know this floor is here. They can't catch their toes on anything. Lawsuits, liabilities, things like that. And since that conversation 2.5 weeks ago, you guys have exceeded it everywhere we've put a ramp, everywhere we've put a raised floor, everywhere there's a union junction where it ties in. I mean, there is virtually no place that you can tell unless you're paying attention or you know about a raised floor, you would never even know it's there. So that's what's been great about it.
Well, wonderful. Thank you again.
You got it. Absolutely. Thank you.
We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thank you.